साल का नौजवान ये सीस के उत्ते दमाला आ सोहना दाड़ा आ comes out of the खेत surrounded by 25 Mughals pointing their spears at him. मां देखदी आ अपने पुत्त वल. Just to get us focused, I want you just to go back to that scene where we left it yesterday. Bhai Singh ji walks out of his khed. मां दा कल्ला पुत्त, भैन भी देखदी आ, मां भी देखदी आ, तारो देखदी आ मेरे वीर नूं लै चलिया. मां भी देखदी आ कि ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੁੱਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੀ ਰੋਟੀ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਪੁੱਤ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਮੁਗਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਲਿਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਖੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਦੀ I told you 3 years ago the first time Sakhiyan started being told. Guru Angad Dev Ji was listening to a Sakhi from Bhai Balaji. Bhai Balaji says, this is how Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj used to graze the cattle. Satguru Ji ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਪ ਛਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. Satguru Ji ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ they go to Mecca. Satguru Ji goes to Hardwar. Guru Angad Dev Ji sits with their eyes closed at Khadur Sahib. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਖੀ ਸੰਪੂਰਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, when Bhai Balaji finishes, the history books say for nearly 7 days Guru Angad Dev Ji sat with tears running down his eyes saying Dhan Guru Nanak Sahib, Dhan Guru Nanak Sahib, Dhan Guru Nanak Sahib. ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਖੀ ਸੁਣਨ ਦਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ. There used to be a saint 100 years ago. He was listening to the story of Sacha Sauda. The Kathavachik was telling it on stage. And the Sant was sitting in front of him. He said, now Guru Nanak Dev Ji has come home after doing the Sacha Sauda. Now Guru Nanak Dev Ji is sitting at the well. Now Guru Nanak Dev Ji's father, Baba Kalu Ji, has come to the well. And all he said was, now Guru Nanak Dev Ji's father strikes Guru Nanak. Bas inna sundiya saar, that Mahapurk rolled on the floor. Tears ran down his eyes. He said, mere Guru Nanak Sahib nu na maro. Baba Kalu Ji, mere Guru Nanak Sahib nu na maro. Sikho, Sakhi sunan di jaat, the way of listening to a Sakhi, so it makes an impact upon your life. Or Sikh lo. Thousands of Sakhiyan you've heard in your life, but only when you open the doors of your heart will it change. So, I want you to take your mind back. Sit looking into the fields. Taru Singh's blue chola is shining in the sky. The Mughals have surrounded him, their spears are pointing towards him. Maa apne ਪੁੱਤ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਫੇਰਦੀ ਆ. She puts her hand upon Taru Singh's head and she says, ਪੁੱਤ मैं कल्ली सी, आई वॉज अलोन। तेरे पिताजी चले गए संसार चों, योर फादर left for Sachkhand. But she said, every day, my son, when I used to comb a kanga through your case, I always used to say, Kalgiyan Walaya, ਮੇਰੇ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭ ਜਾਏ। ਮਾਂ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਮੀਟ ਕੇ, ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੈ। ਮਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ, ਪੁੱਤ तेरा सिर उतर जाए पर तेरे केस ना उतर। Taru Singh looks back. He touches his mum's feet. He says, मां मैं शेरनी दा दुध पीता है, किसी पेट बकरी दा बच्चा नहीं। मेरे सिर दे उत्ते कलगियां वाले दा हाथ है। मां सिर ते हथ रख के कहती है, पूता माता की आसीस, निमक ना बिसरो तुमको हर हर सदा भजो जगदीश। बस 2 मिनट उस सीन नू बना लो। क्लोज योर आइज। पूले पिंड दीयां गलियां देखो, मां अपने पुੱਤ ਨੂੰ ਤੋਰਦੀ ਆ। ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਨਾ just for 2 more minutes. But in those minutes I want you to say, eyes closed, take yourself back to that scene. Whenever I think of that scene, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਹਿਲਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਦਾ। ਇੱਕ ਮਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੁੱਤ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਪੁੱਤ ਮੌਤ ਦੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਰ। ਉਹ ਸ਼ੇਰਨੀ ਮਾਂ ਹੈ। She's a mother who creates lions. You might say, oh, emotional, मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂ, without emotions, without prem, ਭਗਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ। Without prem, the mother wouldn't stand up there and say to her son, ਪੁੱਤ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਿਰ ਉਤਰ ਜਾਏ ਪਰ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੇਸ ਨਾ ਉਤਰ। ਆਓ, take yourselves back to that scene। 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਹੋਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਨਾ। close your eyes ਤੇ ਮਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖੋ, ਪੁੱਤ ਨੂੰ ਤੋਰਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ। ਆਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰੀਏ ਰਲ ਕੇ। ਸਾਜਣਾ ਕਰ ਲਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਤੁਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ 25 Mughals surrounded ਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿਰ ਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਆ ਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਸੀਸ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ walks when ਭਾਈ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ reaches the court of Zakaria Khan ਭਾਈ ਮਹਿਤਾਬ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ is in the jungles Mehtab Singh is sitting around a fire like you guys are now and someone comes and whispers into Jathedar Bhai Mehtab Singh ji's ear Jathedar ji doesn't speak, he looks just into the fire all the Singhs are looking what is Jathedar Baba Mehtab Singh ji going to say As Bhai Mehtab Singh ji looks into the fire, he sees a 25-year-old face come in front of him. He remembers the days when he had been hungry for weeks on end. He sees that beautiful flowing black beard, the beautiful blue chola, in the middle of the jungles at midnight. He remembers that sound. Khalsa ji prashada shako. He remembers that mother in the village whose feet he touched with his hands. He remembers saying, "Ma, tere sher put ne sanu saryan nu jiunda rakhiya." That your lion has kept us all alive. He remembers looking into the eyes of that sister and saying to her, "Bhain, it keval tera ਭਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਸ ਸਾਰੇ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਪੰਥ ਦਾ ਵੀਰ ਹੈ." He remembers a time when he was shivering in the months of winter and that same glowing face would take off his chola and put it around his neck. He remembers a time when he was sitting there, the dal prashada was in front of them. Bhai Taru Singh ji said, "Jathedar ji prashada shako." Bhai Mehtab Singh ji said, "Tere to bina nahi." And Bhai Taru Singh ji said, "But you have been hungry for weeks." Bhai Mehtab Singh ji says, "No. Taru Singh, tere to bina prashada hi nahi sakna." Mehtab Singh remembers grabbing hold of his arm, pulling him down next to him. Putting his arm around Taru Singh's neck. Taking the burki first and putting it into Taru Singh's mouth. Now history books say they were sunariye, that means they both used to eat out of one bata. The image of that 25-year-old merges into the fire. Then the image of an 80-year-old man dressed in a round snow white dastar with a snow white beard and a beautiful white chola around his neck. And he remembered when this man spoke, the whole Khalsa Panth would bow down. He remembered when this man spoke, every one of the Khalsa would accept it as the truth. He remembered that this man's hands had brought so many thousands into the Khalsa Panth. He remembers this white chola, this white dastar, this white dada, sitting at Harmandir Sahib doing katha. He remembers him walking through the parikrama doing seva. He remembers him worshipping Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji at the Akal Takht. We have seen pictures of Bhai Mani Singh. Imagine Mehtab Singh had sat in front of Mani Singh Ji and listened to katha. He remembers when the Khalsa would discuss amongst themselves, why is it that Mani Singh is like a money? Why is he like a diamond? And one of the Singhs would say, why wouldn't he be like a diamond? Kalgiyan wale di heere di kalgiya Mani Singh. He is the sparkle in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's kalgi. Even today, the Singhs would look at him and they would say, you can see the spark of Guru Gobind Singh in Kalgiyan wala, in Bhai Mani Singh. The image changes. He sees that same Singh sitting there with his hand laid out, pointing towards his gut, pointing towards his wrist, saying to the Jalad, the executioner, my band, bits of my body do not begin from here. Tu apne malik da hukum man, main apne malik da hukum mand. He remembered Subeg Singh, Shahbaz Singh, many other shaheeds. Subeg Singh, Shahbaz Singh. When Subeg Singh was standing there, the executioner said, look into the eyes of your son. If you do not care about your life, care about him. Subeg Singh looks at his 19-year-old son, shakes his head. The executioner says, do you regret? He says, yes, I regret. He said, what do you regret? He said, I regret that Guru Gobind Singh had 4 to give, I only have 1. Bhai Mehtab Singh, looking into the fire, feeling the power of the shaheeds, feeling their overpowering presence with him, he shivers all over. And inside he thinks, oh my mind, you are hiding in the jungles. What have you done for Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Panth? What have you done for the Khalsa? When you die, Mehtab Singh, you're going to have to look Bhai Mani Singh Ji in the eyes. When you die, Mehtab Singh, you're going to have to stand in front of Pt.2 Singh. When you die, Mehtab Singh, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj will be sitting there with his Sahibzade sitting before him. How will you look into their eyes? I ask you now, Mehtab Singh had cut off the head of Massa Rangar, lived his life in the jungles. You and I, when we die, will we look into the eyes of Bhai Mani Singh? Will we look into the eyes of Pt.2 Singh? Can we look into the eyes of those countless shaheeds? Can we even look towards their feet, let alone their eyes? Bhai Mehtab Singh thinks, how can I join them? How can I look into their eyes? How can I look at Bhai Mani Singh, look at Pt.2 Singh, look at the countless other shaheeds who have died in the rule of Zakaria Khan? How am I going to look at those 2 Singhs who stood up against 200 and established the Khalsa Raj with sticks in their hands, Bhutta Singh, Garja Singh? At that very moment, Bhai Mehtab Singh gets up straight away. He looks into the fire and he says, in his mind, if you want to join the shaheeds, there is only one path where you can sit next to them. The words of Anand Sahib rang in his ears, Tan man tan, sab saump gur ko. He gets up, he takes the pistol off his right shoulder, he takes his gun off, he takes his arrows off, he gives one person his gun, he hands another Singh his sword, he hands another Singh his pistol, he hands another Singh his kirpan. He still hasn't spoken. The Singhs don't know what is going on. They are accepting these gifts from the Jathedar.
They don't know why these gifts are for. But Mehtab Singh's presence has such a radiance that no one can question what Mehtab Singh is doing. Mehtab Singh then gets all of his Singhs together, all 50 of them in the jungle. He said, Singho, whilst I have been leading you, whilst you've given me the seva of being Jathedar, I have made countless mistakes. Do hath jod ke Mehtab Singh nu maaf kar diyo. The Singhs are still waiting. What is Bhai Mehtab Singh ji saying? The Singhs loved Mehtab Singh so much. He wasn't just Jathedar by name. When Mehtab Singh was with them in the battlefield, our history books say just by knowing that Bhai Mehtab Singh was in the front line, the Singhs would jump onto the Mughals fearlessly. They would say, not even death can touch us because Jathedar Mehtab Singh Mira Court is with us. जिथे महताब सिंह खड़ाया उत्थे मौत भी भजदी है. जिथे महताब सिंह खड़ाया उत्थे कलगियां वाला खड़ा है. जिथे महताब सिंह है उत्थे कुछ सानू मार नहीं सकता. One of the Singhs says, Jathedar ji, what are you saying? Bhai Mehtab Singh says, Singho, from today you must choose a new Jathedar. Baba ji, where are you going? Bhai Mehtab Singh says, मैं अपने वीर तारू सिंह कोल चलिया. तुहाडा अपना खून ते मास. कहना बहुत सौखा है, करना बड़ा औखा है. Mehtab Singh picks up a stick, puts it on his right hand shoulder. He says, Khalsa ji, today is the last time you will see me by face. But whenever you read your ardas, I am not going to die. Main shaheed hone chalya. When you stand up twice a day, I will be standing next to you when you remember the shaheeds. I am joining the lines of Baba Fateh Singh, Baba Jorawar Singh. I am joining the line of Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji. I am joining the path of Bhai Mani Singh. Bhai Sahib Ji turned round to all the Singhs, put his hands together, and he said, Khalsa Ji, ye aakhri fateh prawan karyo. Bhai Sahib Ji roared out, Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki fateh. The Singhs stood and watched as that lion, Sher Varga Jathedar, puts a stick on his shoulder and starts walking Sawa Lakh. As Mehtab Singh walks towards Lahore, the Mughal Fauja under Harpakt and Niranjaniya are trying to hunt down Bhai Mehtab Singh. They are standing by the edges of the jungles, and the Mughals are saying to Harpagat, we are not going to go into the jungle. Harpagat says, why? The soldiers say, we are afraid of the tigers, the lions that live in this jungle. Harpagat says, I have seen you cut down many lions, I have seen you cut down many tigers with your swords. The Mughal soldiers said, no, Niranjaniya, we are not afraid of the tigers of the jungle, we are afraid of the tiger sons of Guru Gobind Singh. The Singhs knew every single leaf in the jungle. They said, we are not afraid of these lions. We are afraid of the shares of Guru Gobind Singh. They are hunting Bhai Sahib down from village to village. Harpagat thinks he is hunting Mehtab Singh, but Bhai Mehtab Singh is going to hunt Harpagat. With a stick upon his shoulder, with a salotar upon his shoulder, Bhai Mehtab Singh sees there are the Mughals, 200 of them. Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji takes his salotar in both hands. He starts running towards the Mughals. As he runs, his eyes go red. His muscles, they quiver. Bhai Sahib Ji looks back and he shouts out, Sat Sri Akal, Gurbar Akal, Akal hi Akal, jumps into the middle of the Mughals. Bhai Mehtab Singh knocks down 10 to 15 of those Mughals with his slaughter. He is fighting like a tiger ferociously. But one Singh is against 200. In the end, they end up capturing Bhai Mehtab Singh. When they capture Bhai Mehtab Singh, Harpagat says, tie him down, make sure he cannot escape. If he escapes, he is the most dangerous Sikh in the whole of Punjab. Mehtab Singh at that point, him and Taru Singh were the most wanted in Punjab. Do not let him go. The Mughals got a cart, a gadda, and they tied Bhai Sahibji's hands like this, not with ropes. They said he could break open the ropes. They tied him with leather. After tying him with leather, they got a stick and they put it through Bhai Sahibji's arms behind. They tied Bhai Sahibji's arms to this stick to make sure he couldn't move. Then they got nails. They pierced them through Bhai Mehtab Singh's palms so he couldn't move when he was standing there. Bhai Sahibji is roaring out Jakare. Bhai Sahibji is saying, Mughalo, if you have any anak, let me go and then fight with me. The Mughals, with Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji tied down, nailed down, they start riding that cart towards Mirakot, Bhai Sahibji's village. When they arrive in Mirakot, they take Bhai Sahibji to the Sat, to the middle of the village. The Mughals are thinking if anyone recognizes Mehtab Singh, that means they are related, they are friends, they are conspirators with Mehtab Singh, they must love the Khalsa. The Mughals are thinking if anyone recognizes him, we will kill them along with their family. Mehtab Singh can't move. They say to everyone, they drag them out of their houses, they say, do you recognize this man? Mehtab Singh can only move one finger. He puts one finger up like this, this forefinger, and he waves it. The whole village respects Bhai Mehtab Singh so much. Nobody moves, nobody speaks. They say, we don't know him. Every person they ask, they say, look at him. Do you not know who this man is? One symbol, one signal of Mehtab Singh made the whole village quiet. Even when he's tied up, even when he's caged, Bhai Mehtab Singh saved his whole village from death. Mehtab Singh is now being driven towards Lahore. In his mind, he is doing ardas again and again. He is saying, Kalgiyan Waliya, mere gunah maaf kar de, forgive my sins. I am going to die, and I hear whatever your Sikh asks for when he is about to die, you give to him. I who am about to die, I ask for the dust of Bhai Taru Singh's feet. That's a dying wish. The last wish of Bhai Mehtab Singh. Kalgiyan Waliya, if it pleases you, give me one night with Bhai Taru Singh. Let me take him into my arms once. Let me grab a hold of his feet and wash them with my tears. He is saying again and again, and let us say as well, doesn't matter what you do ardas for in the day. You could ask for money, you could ask for wealth, but there are two times when it doesn't matter what Jathebandi you're from, doesn't matter where you are in the world, every Sikh of Guru Nanak and Guru Gobind Singh asks for one thing. Those 2 times are when you are about to sleep at night and when a Granthi Singh is standing next to your burning body in the funeral pyre. Your ardas every night, the whole Panth has only one ardas. We are one family, there is one Gurdwara in the world. Someone said to me, there is one Gurdwara. There is only one door of the Guru. Whether it's in Ontario, whether it's in Amritsar Sahib, whether it's in London, whether it's in Thailand, whether it's in America. Ek pita, ek uske hum barak. And when we are about to die, even when our dead body is there, the Granthi Singh says, O Guru Nanak, O Guru Gobind Singh, when this man, this woman lived, he was a Sikh of yours. Now that he has died, don't even let his dust go to the door of another. When you are doing ardas at night, your ardas becomes one Khalsa Ji. Every single Sikh says, Antarjami, Purkh Bidate, Sharda Man Ki, Pure, Nanak Das, Yeh Sukh Mangay, Moko Kar, Moko Kar, Moko Kar, make me the dust of the feet of your saints. Bhai Mehtab Singh var var keh rahe. He's singing again and again. And I want you now to focus. Mehtab Singh is going in a car. The soldiers, they are pointing their swords, their spears and their guns to Mehtab Singh. And Mehtab Singh is just saying one thing. He is saying, Antarjami Purkh Bidate Sharda Man Ki Pure Nanak Das Yeh Sukh Mangay Mukh Kar Santan Ki. Focus and sing it like he was. Antarjami Purkh Bidate Sharda Man Ki. Let Bhai Mehtab Singh speak through you, Sad Sangat. Feel the power of his ardas. Lose time and space and go back to his time.
Antarjami Purkh Bidate Sharda Man Ki Pure Nanak Das Yeh Sukh Mangay Mukh Kar Santan Ki Pure Antarjami Purkh Bidate Sharda Man Ki Pure Nanak Das Yeh Sukh Mangay Mukh Kar Santan Ki Pure Antarjami Purkh Bidate Sharda Man Ki Pure Nanak Das Yeh Sukh Mangay Mukh Kar Santan Ki Pure.
Bhai Sahib Ji's car arrives in Lahore. They take the chains out of Bhai Sahib Ji's neck. They take him off the cart. They take the nails out of his hands. Bhai Sahib Ji walks off not like a prisoner but like a general of a rebel army. He puts his head up. The Mughals say, put your head down. He said, how dare you? I am the commander of the Khalsa Panth. I will walk and talk like a general. I am not a soldier. I am a commander. I am a Jathedar in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's army, in the army of God. He walks with his head high into the court of Zakaria Khan. When he walks in, they say, this is Mehtab Singh, who cut off the head of Masarangad. This is Mehtab Singh, who has been wanted for the last so many years. This is Mehtab Singh, who made legends. Zakaria Khan says, take him and throw him into that dungeon, throw him into that cell where Bhai Taru Singh is. As soon as Mehtab Singh heard this, Mehtab Singh roared out, Khushiyan de jakaare ke jaave, nihalo jaave, fateh. His jakara thunders in the darbar. He says, Kalgiyan walaya, you have given your Sikh his dying wish. Mehtab Singh, jakara upon jakara is thundering. As they're marching him along, the shackles in his feet, they hit against each other. It is almost as if he is dancing towards death. His jakare, they thunder in the sky. The handcuffs in his hands, they clink against each other. They open up Bhai Taru Singh's cell. Bhai Taru Singh can hear the Guru's jakara in his ears. He can hear the clinking of the handcuffs. He says, who is this? The guards stand to one side. Bhai Mehtab Singh walks in front of Bhai Taru Singh. He says, Veera, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Mehtab Singh jumps forward to grab hold of Taru Singh's feet. Bhai Taru Singh grabs Mehtab Singh. He says, Veer Ji, tusi vadde ho. Bhai Mehtab Singh says, Veera, teri kamai vaddi. He says, tusi vadde ho, you are older. He says, what you have done for the Panth. Mehtab Singh says, Taru Singh, I cannot repay the debt which you have put upon my head. I can't repay the debt of your mother. I can never repay the debt which I owe to your sister. But Taru Singh, Mehtab Singh has come with his head upon a plate to offer to you. Taru Singh says, Veer Ji, tusi? Mehtab Singh says, Taru Singh, tenu kalliya te nahi Sachkhand jaan dena si. How can I let you go into the arms of Guru Gobind Singh by yourself? We ate out of one bata. Now the bata of Shahidi has come. It will press against both our lips, my brother. Taru Singh takes Bhai Mehtab Singh into his embrace. They sit down. That whole night, they speak of the Khalsa Panth. They remember Bhai Mani Singh. They remember the Shahidi of Bota Singh, Garja Singh. All night, those two brothers, they tell each other stories of what happened in those days. It seems like death is not coming in the morning. It seems like when two relatives have met after years and they are talking about their family all night. Do you remember him and what he did? Do you remember that guy called Bota Singh? Mehtab Singh is telling Taru Singh, Taru Singh is telling Mehtab Singh. Did you hear what he did? Did you hear what Garja Singh did? Did you hear what Dayal Singh Shah Sirewala did? Have you heard what Nawab Kapoor Singh did? Do you remember Baba Darbara Singh? Have you heard of the bravery of Baba Baj Singh, Baba Binod Singh? Stories resonate in that jail cell all night. In the morning, Zakaria Khan gives the order. He says, take Mehtab Singh, pin him to a charkhadi, to a wheel, and rip him into pieces in front of Taru Singh. The order comes, the jailer shouts. He says, you too. Zakaria Khan has given the order that Mehtab Singh will be cut into pieces. Taru Singh says, Veera, ये गलत है. Mehtab Singh says, की होया? Taru Singh says, I came first, I should go first. Mehtab Singh said, Veer, ਹੁਣ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਲੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. Now we will meet in Sachkhand. He says, Veera, ਤੇਰੇ ਖਾਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ.
ਬਸ ਤਾਰੂ ਸਿਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਖੂਨ ਦਿੰਦਾ I give you my blood. Bhai Taru Singh says, ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਜੂਝਦੇ ਰਹੇ you fought for us. You gave up your family to live in the jungles. You gave up your son to look after the children in our villages. Mehtab Singh says, Taru Siah, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਖੂਨ ਤੇ ਮਾਂਸ ਹੋ. You are my blood and bones. The jailers come. For the last time, Mehtab Singh looks at Bhai Taru Singh. They have one last embrace. Mehtab Singh says, Veera, ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਚਿਤਾਰੀ ਹੁਣ ਕਲਗੀਆਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਮੇਲੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Bhai Mehtab Singh, his face is glowing bright red. The jailer grabs hold of his arm, he pushes him off to one side. He says, I am not a common thief. I am not being put to death. I am a shaheed and I am going to die for Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He walks with his head up, and the history books say he jumped upon the charkhadi. When he jumped upon the charkhadi, they tied him down. They started spinning. As they spun, Mehtab Singh was shouting out, Akal, he Akal, Akal, he Akal, again and again. The knives come, they start ripping through Mehtab Singh's chest. Rivers of blood start covering up the floor of the prison cells. Taru Singh looks as his brother leaves for Sachkhand. Bhai Taru Singh Ji looks at the rivers of blood flowing down from Bhai Mehtab Singh's body as his body spins again and again upon the charkhadi. Bhai Taru Singh says, Vade Veer, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਨਿਭ ਗਈ ਬਸ ਇਹ ਕਲਗੀਆਂ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਨਿਭਾ ਦੇ. Just like you lived and died for him, let me live and die for Guru Gobind Singh Ji too. Taru Singh sits down. Closes his eyes and seeing the shaheedi of his brother. Not his blood brother, but the blood brother joint through the blood of Baba Ajit Singh. Like me and you are joint. Like each one of us here are joint. Whether you want to accept it or not. Whether you are ready to or not, my friend. Look at the person left and right of you. Each one of them is coloured in Guru Gobind Singh Ji's son's blood. That is what joins us all sitting in this circle today. The day we look at each other and we see the blood of the Guru's sons, that is the day we live and die as the Panth. That is the day we gain more strength than any power in heaven and earth. That is the day when we stand tall. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਖੂਨ ਤੇ ਮਾਸ. When I finish a Shaheedi Saka, I always say two things because I believe them. My brothers, the damalle and the pagga upon your heads, the ramals upon your heads. My sisters, the chuniya, the keskiya, the damalle, the dastara upon your heads. They are not made out of cloth. They are not made out of any worldly material. They are made out of the blood and guts of shaheeds like Bhai Mehtab Singh.
It is not a scarf upon our head, it is not a turban, it is not a pug. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's dastar and the chunniya of my sisters, the keskiya of my sisters, they are joined through those blood and guts. They are not colored blue or orange or yellow or white. They are colored in the blood of Pt.2 Singh. They are colored in the blood of Bhai Mani Singh, Bhai Sabeg Singh, Bhai Shahbaz Singh. Look carefully into your dastar and each lad when you tie them. Look carefully at the dupatta which sits upon your head. The reason we carry it at all times is because it carries us at all times. The reason why it sits upon there is because people have sat upon burning hot plates. The reason why it shines is because countless sons of many mothers and countless daughters of many mothers have given up their lives for it to be upon your head. If we've heard the Shahidi Saka today with the grace of Guru Nanak, I ask all of you, close your eyes. Think about the blood of Mehtab Singh. Think about the blood which joins everyone left and right of you to each other. And I want each one of us to make one promise to the blood of Bhai Mehtab Singh. This is between you and between Bhai Mehtab Singh, who stands here today above us. This is between you and Bibi Taro as she stands and says, "It is for you that I gave my brother." This is between you and the mother of Pt.2 Singh, who stands bravely and says, "My sons and daughters, it is so that you could live with your heads high that I call myself the mother of a shaheed." Close your eyes. I want you to think of one promise, one change in your life which you need to make, and ask Bhai Mehtab Singh to stand with you and say, "Bhai Mehtab Singh, tere khoon nu main hajar najar samjh ke, knowing that your blood is flowing over me, I ask you to help me make this one change in my life." Think about your change, think about the blood of the shaheeds. We will do Simran for the next 2 or 3 minutes whilst you guys contemplate this. And I want you just to think over this again and again in your mind. Hold on to that promise. Hold on to the blood of the shaheeds. As you guys hold on to your promises, we'll sing a Shabbat which was sang at the beginning of camp. Is there anyone who can unite me with my beloved? I'll sing in front, you guys can sing behind me. Keep focused. Keep that promise in mind. Imprint it upon yourself before you leave this fire today. कोई आन मिलावे मेरा प्रीतम प्यारा, कोई आन मेरा प्रीतम प्यारा, कोई आन मिलावे मेरा प्रीतम प्यारा, join you to Guru Gobind Singh, just like he asked Bhai Taru Singh to stand next to him. Sing together, keep your eyes closed, focus upon your promise to the Shaheeds, and ask him to stand next to you. Loudly as one Sangat. Loudly and together, Sangat ji. Going to die out. But if you call out to the Shaheeds, the fire won't die out within you. in this camp, where are you going to feel their presence? Wherever Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is, 25 Shaheed Singhs stand next to them. But the epicenter of the Shaheeds is always the Nishan. The Nishan Sahib that they died for, that Nishan which we are all sitting under today, that flag of the Khalsa Panth, that is where the souls of the Shaheeds gather, in a Gurdwara and in this camp today. Many of you have seen the Nishan, but you may not have experienced the Nishan. Tomorrow morning, before you go into the Darbar, do a parikrama of that Nishan. Take off your shoes well far away, because Bhai Mehtab Singh stands there, Bhai Taru Singh stands there even today next to that Nishan, next to that flag. It is not a flag of the Khalsa, it is the Nishan. So tomorrow when you get up in the Amrit Vela, go and spend a minute or two next to that Nishan. Do the parikrama, matha take to it. And when you go to your local Gurdwara, before you step inside, put your head down in front of the Nishan, and with your tongue remember those Shaheeds who died so that you could put your head before the Nishan set. We're going to finish up the Saka for today. Tomorrow Amrit Vela is again 3:45 a.m. singing Shabads outside Sachkhand, 4 a.m. Prakash, 4 to 5 Simran, 5 to 6 Nitrain, 6 till 7:15 Asativar, 7:15 till 8 is Katha, 8 a.m. Japji Sahib will start. But one benti to you guys today is, maybe once in a year you get a chance to sit together with your brothers and sisters and remember those who have died for your tomorrow. Conserve this energy. We have two more days. We have days to laugh, we have days to joke, we have days where we can sit next to each other and tell stories. Today is a day to go back to your cabin, to ask someone who can read clearly, say Veer or Pan, you read Kirtan Soila. We will all sit and listen. And in your ardas, mention Bhai Mehtab Singh and say, Bhai Sahib, knowing your blood present within our veins, we did an ardas. Whenever we fall from that ardas, may you be standing next to me. So my ardas, my benti to you guys is now, as you go back to your cabins, we're going to go back singing the Shabad Koi Aan Milave Mera Preetam Pyara. I don't want anyone to go back to their cabins now and break what we've created, because this doesn't happen every day. Khalsa ji, go back to your cabin, Kirtan Soila Padke, say the name of the Shaheeds, dedicate this night to those who dedicated their lives to you. And every single word of this history, who wrote it? 1745, the year Mehtab Singh died, his son Rai Singh was 12 years old. Someone came to Bhai Rai Singh and said, your father has been killed. Rai Singh said, my father has not been killed, my father will live forever. He stored the story of his father in his heart. Rai Singh got married. He had a son called Bhai Ratan Singh. He told Ratan Singh every single story he had heard from his father. Ratan Singh, in whose veins the blood of Bhai Mehtab Singh ran, with his pen he wrote the story of Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji Shaheed. And he named it Pant Prakash. Didn't name it after his grandfather. Didn't name it after his lineage.
He named it after your blood and bones. This is the story of the Panth. The story you have heard today is not only the story of a Shaheed, but it is written by the blood of a Shaheed, Ratan Singh Ji Pangu. Keep those names close to your heart. We will now go back to our cabins. I don't think there are any announcements for today. We will start singing the Shabad. Go back to each of your cabins, read Kirtan Sohela, and get ready for the Amrit Vela Saad Sangat Ji. Let's all go singing. Koi yaar mera hai, mera